There are so many ways to define poetry. It means something different to almost everyone. In the literal sense, poetry is a literary work in which special intensity is given to the expression of feelings and ideas by the use of distinctive style in writing, because everyone has their own unique style of writing poetry. There are over 50 forms or styles of writing poetry. Two of these over 50 styles are the haiku and the limerick. A haiku is a Japanese poem of 17 syllables in 3 lines of 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables once again, and they usually evoke images of nature. In order to begin writing a haiku, you should first think about what it is you would like your poem to be about. Nature is full of ideas for your haiku. Write about something you feel connected to your environment, like maybe something you see outside of your window every day, like the sky, the trees, water, or maybe your favorite animal, whatever it is that you feel you're most passionate about. This is an example of a simple haiku. Outside, it is fall. Leaves are turning orange and brown. The air is very crisp. You can see that the poet used 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second line, and 5 syllables once again in the third line, following the very strict traditional format of a haiku. The poem makes you imagine what the poet is trying to make readers see or feel about his or her environment. The nature element that they used was the season of fall. When writing a haiku, you want to remember to follow the format of 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables, and you want to remember to include nature with your imagery. The haiku is a very short poem, but it can be very powerful. Another form of poetry is the limerick, which is written in 5 lines. The first 2 lines rhyme together, the third and fourth lines rhyme together, and the fifth line rhymes or repeats the first line. This rhyme scheme can be illustrated as AA, BB, A. Unlike the haiku that should be mostly about an element of nature, limericks can be about anything that you may choose. Typically, we see limericks in nursery rhymes. They date back all the way to the 18th century, where they were used in Mother Goose poems. This is an example of a very famous limerick that you've probably already heard. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock struck 1 and down he run, hickory dickory dock. In this poem, you see the clear rhyme scheme of AA, BB, A, where the first line ends in dock, which rhymes with the second line that ends in clock. The third line ends in 1, which rhymes with the fourth line ending in run, and the fifth line repeats the first line. As discussed earlier, when you're writing your own limerick, you don't have to repeat the first line and the fifth line. You could simply just rhyme it.